Hey, what's going on? Welcome back, everybody. We are live. I think I did the title wrong, but I think we're on the 86th episode of your favorite nerdy podcast, where we talk about everything pop culture, but especially comic books, movies, and anime. And that podcast being Comic X.
Weeb! Ha! Ha! Ha!
I'm your co-host, James, aka Comics for Cheap, aka hashtag Send It to James, aka it's our birthday week, so happy birthday to both of us. That's what I'm talking about. I got my co-host here with me.
It's your boy Chris, aka go on ahead, Dino. Hit the birthday boy with the music. That was a solid remix right there. I love that beginning.
Yeah.
Black
oh, yeah.
Santa, aka, he had to do it today. The big booty daddy. And just so y'all can understand, I had to get one of the booty daddy had to ask Black Santa to borrow one of the rain bitches and ask him to go get that mirror. And it said, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the daddiest of them all?
Oh, I thought you were going to say who got the biggest booty of them all.
That too. Well, I ain't going to go that far. But Big Daddy, the daddy, always there for the ladies.
Oh,
okay. Hey, where the hell is the damn... There it is.
Uh-huh.
Super.
Okay.
Cold.
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
What? Water. Sponsored by nobody. We still don't got no sponsors. I'm telling you, it's coming though. Birthday week 2. Right now, we are unsullied since 2021.
That's right. What's up, Vinyl Dragon in the house? Every day we hustling. Nicholas Rummel. What's up, Nick? How you doing, bud? Vinyl Dragon says you must begin the podcast for the good of all Creed. Hey, we're on. We're up here. Nick hit us with a happy birthday. We appreciate it. Chris's is actually today, so today is his birthday. My birthday's on Saturday, so
on the great Goku Day. Come on now, that's how you know this was meant for me to be the ultimate Dragon Ball Z fan and Dragon Ball fan in general.
There you go.
Me and Goku same time. Goku Day, Chris. Come on, man.
Final Dragon said, "Happy birthday! Break out the Fanta grape and commissary cookies." I don't know how I feel about that comment, but okay. Channeling his inner Rudy Ray Moore. I love it. And Rob, what's going on? Rob's in the house as well, saying happy day of birth. Yeah, we here. We out here. Like I said, I think I got the title wrong. I think we're on the 86th episode, but hey, we're here. It's our birthday week, and we chilling. We got some stuff to talk about, I'm sure. We're gonna keep it to an hour tonight because we got playoffs going on. Hurricanes kicking ass tonight, which is great. I'm going to keep my eye on that. But as of right now, they are up 6-1, which is fantastic.
Yes,
fantastic. And I might be going to Game 5 in Raleigh on Thursday.
Whoa.
Because I texted my parents. I was like, look, if they win tonight and Game 5 is the chance to clinch the series and go to the conference finals at home, I was like, I want to be there. So talk to your people because they got people. I don't want to brag, but they just happen to have people that give us tickets here and there. So if I was like, if you can get some tickets, hook your boy up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just what I'm saying. For my birthday,
right.
That's right. Not like, it's not like I'm asking for it out of the blue. It's just for my birthday. You know what I mean?
It's your birthday.
It's my birthday.
No shower.
So we're hoping that comes through. And otherwise the NHL playoffs have been absolutely crazy so far.
What's been going on, man? Talk to me.
So, actually, I gotta hit you with the shenanigans of the NHL draft, which I don't know if you heard anything about it, but that went on last night.
They do the draft before the playoffs is over?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. They do the lottery for the pick.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say that they changed that.
And they do that shit behind closed doors, and then tell you who got what pick. Which is very
shady as hell.
So, everyone was like very upset that the Chicago Blackhawks are getting the number 1 overall pick. because the prospect for the number one overall is going to be like he's being claimed as a generational talent akin to Sidney Crosby, Patrick Kane, Wayne Gretzky. Like these types of names are being tossed around already. This dude is like 17 or 18 years old. Okay.
That's great shoes to have to live up to.
That's what I'm saying. First of all, that's a lot of pressure.
Yes, it is.
Second of all, he has never played in NHL. Like, this is what I don't understand about when they like hype up players like this or whatever. Like, they have never played a professional game. They could be the biggest bust of all time.
Could be.
Could be. I mean, he's probably not going to be a complete bust. Like, he has a good amount of talent. But again, he's going to be going up against 25, 30-year-old dudes who want to put him over the boards.
Yeah.
You know, because he has all this media attention. So he's going to be an instant target, and that's it. But anyway, the huge controversy was that like the Chicago Blackhawks were basically rewarded for covering up some sexual abuse scandals this year, and they just traded Patrick Kane. Taves retired, which was their other big star, and now all of a sudden they're just kind of being handed the number one overall pick conveniently when it's a generational talent. Yeah, so I was like, I don't know if it's rigged or not, but like the fact that they don't pull the lottery like right in front of people or cameras or anything, it just seems kind of strange.
Yeah,
is it the only sport where they do that? Do they pull the
because NBA pulls the lottery in front of everybody? You see it.
Okay, I thought so.
In the NFL, obviously, they just go by whoever has the worst record. They do record wise, so they don't have a lottery like that.
Right.
So yeah, that's weird.
Oh,
that's very. I've never heard that before. That's so weird.
Yeah, definitely strange, right?
Yeah.
And then it seems like everyone knows, like, so they pull the order.
Yeah.
And then it seems like they let everybody. So I think they pull it, and then they let all the GMs know and the broadcasters know, and then they broadcast it. Because they all knew.
Yeah,
there was no real surprise. I mean,
not to them, no.
Yeah.
So okay. So does the NHL at least have it where how do they decide if you have the worst record, like in the NBA, for instance, since it's a lottery, in the NBA, if you have the worst record, you have the most ping pong balls and give you the most chances to get the number one pick. Does NHL do the same thing?
Yes, the NHL does do the same thing. Rob says alleged sexual abuse allegations.
Alleged. That's true. Alleged.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. They covered up the alleged sexual abuse.
There we go.
Wink, wink. That definitely happened.
We got to be accurate out here.
Yeah. Excuse me. I'm so sorry for getting that wrong. But yeah, so it is what it is. I mean, look, I'm not a huge Blackhawks fan or a Chicago fan or whatever, but it's like, I get it. They are definitely a larger. So if it is rigged, they are a larger hockey organization. So to like keep money coming in, I guess it does make sense to like put them there instead of putting them out in like Phoenix, Arizona or something. You know what I mean? Where they don't fill the stands regardless of who's playing. So I mean, I kind of get that, but like at the same time, it's just not really fair to the organizations. If it's rigged, I don't know. It could be, it could not be. It just seems weird that they do it behind closed doors.
It does.
And then they're like, hey guys, this is the order that we totally drew at random according to the percentages. Like
yeah, and it does. Because there's even sometimes with the NBA where you're just like, man, that seems rigged. Like how Cleveland got those number one picks. Like back-to-back years after LeBron left and all this stuff, and it didn't make very much sense. It was very weird. And like the most rigged one to me, hands down, where you can make the argument for the New York Knicks one that there's, that when they got Patrick Ewing, there was some shenanigans going on with those ping pong balls, and that looked a little rigged. Okay. But one that I really feel, I don't think anybody convinced me otherwise, when New Orleans end up like the team changed to the Pelicans and all the stuff was changing with that franchise. It was mighty interesting. Anthony Davis and all that. They end up getting that number one pick after Hurricane Katrina and all the most weirdest situation. They end up getting that number one pick, and everybody was just like, Son ain't right here.
Yeah,
It looked rigged.
It's just a chin scratching.
Even to this day, people still talk about that Pelican situation. So yeah, you know, and the NBA just so happened to take the team over too. So you know that for that year until they got sold or whatever, that also made it seem extremely like wait, and then same right here. So yeah, things can be rigged. And that NHL shit, that sounds 100% rigged.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem right. And then Rob says, "Why be transparent? That's for pussies. That is for pussies. That's what I'm saying." One funny thing: the team that got the number 2 pick overall was the Ducks, the Anaheim Ducks, and this is the second time that they've come number 2 for a when there's a generational talent up for the number 1 overall. The first time was with Sidney Crosby. They actually got the number 2 pick behind the Penguins with Sid the Kid. And now they're getting the number 2 pick behind Connor Bedard. However, the number 2 pick this year is apparently like also pretty stellar. He's just not getting as much media attention as this Connor Bedard dude. Probably because he's not American born. But he is still like he's still up there as far as talent wise. Like it's not like, oh man, now we get a scrub. You know, like he's still he's a little bit older. He's a little bit, you know, he's still fast and good. It's just, yeah, Nick says everything is rigged to some extent. That's right. This whole podcast is rigged.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
So it's not like they're like, oh, you know, now we have the worst player in the world as the number 2 pick. But it's just like, it's a little salt in the wound of they didn't get Sid Crosby and now they're not getting this kid, Connor Bedard.
All they can do is hope that it's like a Kevin Durant and Greg Oden situation where Greg Oden was looked at as like he's the generational talent. He's going to be the one to be the greatest of all time, blah, blah, one of the greatest of all time, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, while he was out there, you can see that talent. But unfortunately, Greg Oden, he got drafted number 1 to Portland and the injuries ruined his career completely. And he ended up being out of the league very shortly afterwards. And then Kevin Durant, obviously, you know who Kevin Durant is. He's one of the best players of all time. I think in terms of like efficiently, an efficient shooter, I think he's the greatest efficient shooter of all time. Because, I mean, this dude has more efficient games than anybody that I can think of. But damn, man, that's all you can hope. I mean, you don't want to hope the first guy's career goes bad, but I'm just saying you want to hope that this second guy is like a Kevin Durant. He's just as good, or you know, you're just hoping. You're just hoping.
And I wouldn't be surprised because again, this kid right now, I think he's 17. I don't think he's even 18 yet. So like, I wouldn't be surprised if they even have him in the minors for the first year. Or like have him play like a game here and there in the majors and then kick him back to the minors just until he gets big. You know what I mean? Like you need to have a little bit of weight on you if you're going to be like, I'm not saying he's looking like a stick figure or nothing, but you're out there taking these hits, you know, playing against these big boys who, again, like I said, are probably going to be targeting you because you're all the media talks about. You know, you're going to want to make sure that you get your bench press up, get your squats up, get that dietitian on feeding you correctly for at least a year, I would say.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, not many people are Kobe Bryant or, you know, Michael Jordan that can, like, at 18 can hang with some 30-year-old grown-ass men. That's you know what I mean? You know, you're right. You're not fully, you know, your height potential is full grown at 18, but you ain't like fully grown at 18 sometimes.
No.
It's, you know, you gotta, you know, put some weight on, put some muscle on. Rob says that the Lakers get to the finals, that is a sure sign of the NBA being rigged.
Hey, you hush your boy. Don't you disrespect my Lakers? Because first off, see now you don't got Black Santa. It's my birthday too. You got a pocket up here.
Not on his birthday, Rob. Not on his birthday.
Look, that's what I'm saying. Look, before I even say anything, what are we finished on the hockey, or you got something else?
Let's jump into basketball, baby.
All right, let's go with it. First off, since the All-Star break, matter of fact, forget that. Since the trade deadline, We have had the best record in the NBA since we got rid of Russ, got rid of Patrick Beverly bum ass, and got rid of a bunch of those other D-League players. We done put ourselves a roster, and we have been on it. And second off, when no one want to see us when the playoffs started. If AD can stay healthy and LeBron can stay on it, Austin Reeves has became that guy. I mean, we got bums off the – I mean, call them bums. We got guys off the bench who ain't scored nothing the whole damn series, give us 19 out of nowhere. Look, our team is stacked. I love this roster, all right? And if we make it to the finals, because right now we're up 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors, the defending champions. Series is not over until it's actually over.
True.
But if we end up making it to the finals, it's not rigged. It's because Anthony Davis, who's been Mr. Inconsistent, the one thing I can count on, he's been the best defensive player in all of the playoffs. There's no one who's played better defense than this dude, in my opinion. He has been on it. His offense has been our issue because we need him to be the best player on the team. Not LeBron anymore. Those years are done. Anthony has to be the best player on the team. And when he is the best player, we win. So right now, we looking pretty damn good. Talking about rig. What you mean rig? We whooping. You see what we did to the champs? You see what we did to them? We put 40. Well, we beat them by 40. We beat them by 30 points. 30 points. I mean, they did whoop us by 28 points the game before, but that's not the point.
Nick Rummel says choke. He just gonna take a sip. Yo, I did hear about that shit that Curry did. This is not against the Lakers. This is the previous series.
Yeah.
With the inspirational speech, and then he put up 50?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, in the last
crazy.
game against us, he put up a triple-double.
Oh
we barely beat him, but we beat him. But yeah, he put up a triple-double. That's why I'm like, Steph's my guy. So I'm never gonna count him or that team out until they actually go down. They're still a defending chance for a reason. That's a good team.
Oh, of course.
And I just gotta say this real quick too that I'm so happy about. Dylan Brooks, because on our last episode, I talked a little bit about Dylan Brooks, his bum ass, because he was talking all that trash, said LeBron's old, he don't respect nobody, so they put 40 on him, and when we beat them by 40, ain't that something? He had so much stuff to say. He had his stupid dances before every game. He did all that talking trash, hitting people in the dick.
Is he doing TikTok dances out there?
For no reason. And then, James, did you hear what happened by a couple, like last week? You hear what happened to Dylan Brooks? Obviously we put them home.
Enlighten me.
Well, I've never heard a team ever do this. Now, I will say this. The Memphis Grizzlies shows why they're a shit organization for doing this. But it is one of those things where it's like a karma thing in a way, too. But the reports came out that Memphis informed Dylan Brooks that they are not going to bring him back under no circumstances. I've never heard an organization ever say that. Because all they had to do was just not re-sign him. I've never heard them come out and flat out have something like that leak. Like, that is disrespectful. And what's so funny about it, Dylan Brooks
no circumstances.
No circumstances. The guy talked trash. He's done some stupid things, And, the car part about it is kind of funny because of the way he acts and what he does. But what Rob say real quick? What Rob say?
Oh, Rob's just saying as far as the Golden State LA series, the league wants that series to go to 7 for the advertising revenue. And then Nick says he agrees.
100% agree with that. Now, that's factual. They definitely want that to go to Game 7. You got Steph Curry and LeBron James going at it again. The rivalry is back. Yeah, and it's the Lakers. It's Golden State, two, top-notch franchises going at it. Yeah, you want that to go to Game 7. I don't want it to go to Game 7. But, of course, you want that to go to Game 7. You want it to. Yeah, no doubt. But real quick.
Finish what you were saying about Dylan Brooks, and we'll get back to
let's finish that off.
Yeah.
So, this guy, he did all that stupid stuff. He did a lot of dumb things. But the organization to come out and say that and do that to him and make him the scapegoat is ridiculous. You got your best player, and it's because they don't want to get rid of this quote unquote superstar. They don't want to. I don't think he's a superstar. He's definitely an all-star, but Ja got to prove something to me to be a legit superstar. I don't call anybody a superstar. He's definitely an all-star, on the verge of being a superstar, but all he's done is talk trash, disrespect people, beat on 17-year-old children. You know, I ain't gonna forget that. Flashing guns, threatening to kill security guards, threatening to kill that same 17-year-old kid. Like, he's done so much stuff off the field, off the court and on the court. Because don't forget his famous crap that he talked about. So when he was doing an interview and he was asked the question, you know, who are you worried about in the West? Oh, I'm worried about the Celtics. That's an Eastern team. And the lady was like, it was like, but what about the West? He was like, oh, I'm good in the West.
You can't get more East than Boston.
Yeah, you're not worried about nobody in the West. Ain't that funny? Because then he got his team got knocked the hell out by a Western Conference team. Ain't that something? But I'm just saying, this guy has done all these bad things on and off the court. All he does is talk trash and has never once lived up to any of his lip talk. But yet, you want to make Dylan Brooks the scapegoat? That's some fucked up shit. That organization has always been trash. I mean, to me, the worst trade in NBA history until this Rudy Gobert trade, because that's starting to make me think that's the worst one, was what my Lakers did to Memphis, because Memphis is stupid. They've always been stupid. They'll always be stupid. But they traded Paul Gasol to us for basically nothing. And then we went on to go to the NBA Finals 3 years in a row, win 2 championships. And what did Memphis do? Nothing. They're still nothing, and they'll always be nothing.
So let's circle back to this point. So Rob says again, what I mean is the league will make sure that the series goes to Game 7, and they're going to WWE that shit. So there have been times where I was like, where I have thought, this is not just for the NBA. This is for across pretty much any team that goes best of 7.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, you know what? I feel like there's something going on that's extending this series. Because, of course, like, you selling more stadium tickets. You're selling that advertisement. You're it just, whatever. There's more playing happening. This round of the first round of the NHL playoffs, more games went to, I don't think there were no sweeps.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there were no Game 5 exits. There was, I think, one Game 6 win, and then every other series went to fucking Game 7. That has never happened. So either we have had the craziest coincidence of the NHL history, or just kind of makes you question if the refs are maybe, calling certain things certain ways, or what's going on there. And I don't know. It just, like, I've always questioned it with the NBA too, because it's like suspicious amount of Game 7s happen where it's just like, oh, okay. So that's kind of weird.
That's fair.
But I don't know.
That's fair. But this year has been definitely the opposite of that, because, like, Miami taking out the number 1 seed in Milwaukee. Like, Miami's a more, favorable destination, but Milwaukee was the better team. And, well, you thought. I mean, literally, Jimmy Butler's out there. No disrespect to those guys. They are NBA players. But there's a bunch of D-League dudes out there, and Jimmy Butler is still just putting these boys on his back. And, Milwaukee going down is crazy. And then you have, again, even with Memphis. Memphis was the number 2 seed, and then they lost to the Lakers. Or the number 3, 2 or 3. And they lost to the Lakers. Golden State beating the higher seed in the Kings. But you can make the argument, well, those are more favorable destinations, better, like more favorable teams you want to see. But none of those series went Game 7. It was just flat out, just like, it's done.
Yeah, upsets are upsets. Like Boston had the NHL record for the best regular season record.
Yeah. And
they got beat in the first round of the playoffs by a wild card team, the Florida Panthers, in game 7. In the last 1 minute of play of regulation, that was actually a crazy game. So the Panthers tied it 1 minute left, and then they went to overtime, and the Panthers won. And it was at Boston, and just seeing all the Boston fans cry was just amazing, bro. Oh my god!
Their tears just nourishment right there, bro. Oh, keep me young.
But like, So upsets is different. So upsets is just whatever. But the fact that games are going, or the series is going to Game 7, I think is what Rob was pointing out here.
No,
do you think that there is a little bit of a hand by the league to kind of push it along, make more money?
For me, it depends on the officiating. When I'm looking at the officiating, you can tell. Because look, again, you guys know, Laker fan, blah, blah, blah. I ain't even going to lie. That year we beat Sacramento back in 2003, 2004, maybe 2002, whatever it was. When we beat them, that series was rigged as hell. Before that season even started, there was a question of who would they asked the commissioner, who do you want in the NBA Finals this year more than anything? And he actually answered the question. And you know what team he said? The Los Angeles Lakers. I was like, okay. And then in that series against the Kings, who was definitely looked like the better team, all of a sudden, some of the most weirdest calls was happening. And we took 30 more free throws than them. That game was weird as hell. And they made sure we got on that line and we ended up beating them. And I can't even lie. That series, man, that shit looked rigged as a motherfucker. So, yeah, there are those times when you can look at a game and look at officiating and say, I think this is rigged.
Yeah.
I ain't right here.
Yeah, something seems a little fishy here. Final Dragon says, bro, at Burger King and with some cash under the table, you can just have it your way. Yeah, I mean, the money drives it for sure. But at the same time, you hope that it's not. But
yeah, of course you hope not. Yeah, and since it has never been proven, obviously, but yeah, you can look at some games and say something ain't right here. Something
a little something. So
I got one last thing on sports. I want to ask you: did you see what happened with Jokic and the owner of the Phoenix Suns?
I heard something happened, but I don't know what happened though. So go ahead and tell me.
So, and I want your opinion on what you think it is. So the situation was Jokic and them, they had the possession. A play happened where the ball was going out of balance. A Phoenix player jumped out to try to do something. And, it was going to be out on Phoenix. Well, the player is still in the stands trying to recover. Jokic sees this, and he's trying to push it so they can get a 5-on-4 situation. Well,
doesn't the ref have to put the ball back in play?
Yeah, just because that player's out, that's not a dead ball. If you go out in the stand, something like that happen, that's not a dead ball. That's just like if a player don't like a call and he's arguing with the ref and there was no whistle blown, you can keep going, and that's how you get fast break. So it's the same thing there. Yeah, he jumped out, but you can still keep moving. He got to get his butt back on that court. There wasn't no whistle to stop everything. So Jokic is trying to get back out there so he can get the ball from the ref, throw it, and get a 5-on-4.
Sure.
But the Phoenix Suns owner is holding the ball like this. So Jokic sees this and goes over. He's trying to get the ball away. The ball flies in the air, whatever. And then the guy puts his hands on Jokic. And what Jokic does is give him the lightest of basically yo, get your hands off me. This man screams and flaps and falls on the ground. And then Jokic gets attacked for that.
Hell yeah.
And now the ball is no longer, keep this in mind, since that tech happens, the ball is no longer the Nuggets ball. Now, not only does Phoenix now get the ball, they get a free throw. So they get an extra, they got an extra point and the ball.
Yo, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do for your team. You know what I mean? So, look, the owner is sacrificing his body.
Sacrificing his body
in the playoffs, which is more than you can ask for from an owner. All right, so hats off to him. That's fantastic.
He did more than that Phoenix bench did up until that point. Because keep this in mind, I've never heard this and never thought I would ever see this. An NBA game goes on, and this is a playoff game. Yeah. And you know how much the Phoenix Suns bench gave? A total of 4 points. Solid. They got 2 points in one half and 2 points in the other. I've never seen an NBA team ever do that. That was the first time I was like, damn, I ain't think you had two guys play 20-something minutes and neither of them gave you a point. What type of bitch is that? Good. I know they had to give up everything to get Kevin Durant, but damn.
20 minutes to not get a point?
Serious, man. He was mad as hell.
Oh my God. Bro, if I'm on the court 20 minutes and haven't scored.
Stupid. They didn't suspend Jokic because I would have been up here blowing a gasket if he would have got suspended for that crap. But yeah, even the owner came out and was like, yeah, no one should be suspended or fined. I got respect for Jokic. And yeah. So
yeah,
that was just funny to me. I was like, damn, this man doing more than that bench is to help his team.
I took several acting classes. I'm very good at what I do.
Yo, even LeBron was sitting there like, yeah, man, I need to work on my flop game. My flop game ain't what it needs to be after that.
That's hilarious. LeBron, when you see LeBron like taking notes and shit, like, damn, that was pretty good.
Then LeBron does a flop like that in tomorrow's game. Just like, all right, I guess he has been taking notes. Okay.
Oh man, that's funny. That is too funny. All right, man. Any more sports related?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think we're good.
All right. We can move on to some comic book / movies / anime type stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really have too much like written down or planned or anything. So,
okay.
But I do know. Go ahead.
No, you got something?
I was gonna say I think there was like a couple things. Like there was a new little TV spot for the Spider-Verse movie. One thing I did want to cover was this last Saturday was Free Comic Book Day. Yeah, okay. I hope everybody got out, supported their local comic shop. So a lot of shops usually put on, obviously they give out a bunch of free comic books, but then they also usually put out or do like a big sale just while everybody's there. They got some kind of like either back issue sale or like it's usually a sale on the whole store.
Right.
But this year, the winner, ding, 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 book of Free Comic Book Day was a book that wasn't even like really announced as a free comic book. Okay. So it was a very strange situation. Basically, the book was like I'm pretty sure it was like a preview to the Spider-Man 2 video game or something like that. It was related to the Spider-Man 2 video game, but it was like not really available for order for most shops, I think is the way that I was saying.
Okay.
Anyway, this free book that certain stores got and certain stores did not get is now going for like $20 to $30 online. So if you were lucky enough to receive a copy, congrats. I didn't do any Free Comic Book Day stuff because I was set up at a show.
Right.
But yeah, so you know. And then so while the show I was at, so this guy does a really good job, Chris Rigo. He puts on a show every Free Comic Book Day. It's always the first Saturday of May, which is Free Comic Book Day, and he does it at this brewery. And it's a lot of fun, like always a lot of fun. He's got food trucks that come out. He's got artists. He's got comic book vendors. There's portions that are outside, portions that are inside. It's just a fun time. So I was like, bro, last year when I set up, I was like, you didn't have any free comic books. How cool would it be if you like had a shop hook up or whatever, got some of the free comic books and then just kind of handed them out to people who were there. And he's like, funny you should say that. I used to do that a couple of years ago until a shop like was basically like got so mad at him and was like trying to go to war with him about Free Comic Book Day, saying like you're ruining everything for local comic shops, blah, blah, blah. I look up this shop. It's 40 minutes away from where the show is held, first of all, which is like, I feel like outside of the radius of like, if you're going to go to the show, you're going to the show. If you're going to the shop, you're going to the shop type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, so I was like, that's not really your competition.
No, it's not like you're across the street.
Yeah, and it's like, it's free books. So you have to pay for the free books. He has to pay for the free books, but they're handing them out. This is not like, you're not generating huge sales off of giving away free comic books. So like, how is this detrimental to your store that like another place is giving out free comic books? I was blown away. I was so confused. Nick Rumble says, who was the shop? Who was the shop? I think it was the Monster Comic Shop that is in North Carolina, near the Charlotte area. I know it's a good ways away from me, and it's definitely a good ways away from where he was holding the show. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's like Monster Comic. I don't know exactly. It's something like that. If you search Monster Comic Shop North Carolina, I'm sure it'll come up. But yeah, it's that store, and that owner was just being like a huge turd. So I told Chris, I was like, bro, I'll find a way to do it, and I'll just bring them as a as a thing, and that way it's like it keeps the heat off of you. And he's like, no, I'm not trying to start anything or whatever. I was like, we're doing it. I was like, next year we're doing it, bro. I don't care if you say we're doing it or not. I'm gonna find a store. I'm gonna order some extra free comic books or whatever, and we're just gonna give them away. And I don't care what the store says. I'll give them my home address. They can come see me. You know what I mean? Like that's ridiculous.
Right. That's right, man. Like Booker T would say off Day, quack, quack, ducky, ducky. It's on like Donkey Kong. That's right.
It's all like Donkey Kong. Nick says, never heard of that shop. There's probably a reason for that. Hold on, let me make sure I'm getting the
it's probably a reason.
Right. Monster Comic Shop. It's called Monster Comic Books, and it's technically it. Oh no, wait, no, that's not right. Hold on, Monster Comic Shop, North Carolina. Comic Mon Store in Salisbury, North Carolina. So there you go, Comic Mon Store. So yeah, I'm calling you out, Comic Mon Store. Come see me. That's
right. We want to smoke.
I'm gonna give out so many more free books than you.
That's right, man.
Like imagine beefing with like two grown men. Like beefing over free comic books. That's
ridiculous.
It just cracks me up so much. I'm just like, bro, like, come on, son. Like
that 100% an Ed Lover moment. Come on, son. Like that's too much.
Come on, son. Just ridiculous. But yeah, so that was this last weekend, free comic book day, and then this upcoming weekend I'm going to be in Alabama. So I've never been to Alabama before. Yeah, Alabama. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Alabama in Gadsden, and I have a little shop hop planned. So I'm gonna visit some local comic shops while I'm in the area, and hopefully the show is fun as well. So I highly doubt our wide reach viewed podcast has anybody in Alabama, but just in case, that's where I'll be. That's right. And yeah, you know, I don't know. It could be fun. It could be terrible, but I'm just giving a lot of shows a shot this year, and then we'll see next year. I'll kind of refine it down for what I do. But yeah, it could be who knows? It could be a gold mine. I know people don't read. I know people can't read down in Alabama. So
see, when you say stuff like that, and you're gonna have like one perfect Alabama person watching who was gonna be like, I'm gonna go there and buy like a bunch of his stuff. These guys are always cool, and then he hears that comment or she, and just like, you know what? Fuck that dude. And they just never unsubscribe and never watch ever again, and then sabotage everything for you. They was like the most influential. You know the damn word. They were the most important motherfucker in Alabama, and you done messed it up, James. You done fucked it up.
Look, I can guarantee that they would agree that 90% or higher of the population of Alabama cannot read. Just kidding.
Bro, you gotta get jumped, bro. They gonna be waiting for you, bro. They gonna know everything about you. It's gonna be a map, bro.
I challenge the entire population of Alabama to tell me the last book that they read. But it can be Fun with Dick and Jane. It can be a picture book. Okay. It's gonna be like 50 Cent calling out Floyd Mayweather to read one page of Harry Potter. Just one. I want one book that y'all have read.
Okay.
I'll give you a whole year. In the last 1 year, what is the last book you have read? Okay. And they'll be Googling before they answer. I promise you that. They'd be like, books that came out.
Well, this is gonna be a fun experience right here.
Nick says that's harsh, bro. Look, obviously, I know that people in Alabama can read. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I don't think I've ever shipped to anybody in Alabama. Actually, as far as long as I've been doing this, I don't think I've ever shipped books to Alabama.
Yeah, with the way you talk to him right now, you're probably about
It's gonna continue. Rob says the Alabama Chamber of Commerce was just about to sponsor your ass, and now look.
Exactly. I was getting a phone call, you was too, then all of a sudden it just stopped. Like, who the hell was that? I guess it was some random number. No big deal. Yeah, messed up our damn sponsorship.
Final Dragon says, "God damn it, Jasper, why they gotta use these big words in Dick and Jane?"
This sounds like some Charles Barkley stuff, but he making fun of the San Antonio for having nothing but big ass women. Like, my goodness.
Oh my god, dude, that is still like to this day one of the funniest feuds that I've ever seen. Charles Barkley against San Antonio. Just he took on the whole city, and Shaq's reaction to that whole thing too.
Dying every time, bro.
Every time, dude. He's just encouraging him, laughing.
He's like, "What you say, Chuck?" He said, "What you say, Chuck?"
No. Say it again, Chuck. Say it. And then Chuck goes to San Antonio. He's like, "I had some churros, and let me tell you, I gotta apologize to all the people in San Antonio."
And I love the fact that like Charles Barkley is straight up when they was like, Charles, do you want to apologize to them? Hell no. You apologize then. They got them big ass women over there. And the Cheerios, he be killing it, bro. I love it.
Bro, that shit is
big
so
ass
funny.
panties and bloomers. I love that. Oh God, Charles Barkley. Chuck is just he's a national treasure. Speaking of which, before we go, because we're almost there. So I want to at least bring this up real quick. With today being Goku Day.
Goku Day. Okay.
I would love everybody to at least look at a Goku fight. Don't go too crazy because that Goku and Frieza fight like 4 hours long. You don't need to actually look at that. But I'm not even exaggerating on that. That fight is actually like, and if you look at that fight on YouTube, just it being literally that fight, it's over 4 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That fight is a long fight.
It's a long fight.
It's a lot but a lot of anime fights be getting crazy. Like they be like an hour and something when you actually look at it, because it's like it is split up in episodes, but when you actually piece it together and no cuts, anime fights can be long as hell. Like they can be pretty damn long. What's so funny about that fight too, and what I love about it? We got it real quick.
This is Final Dragon. He says, "Bro, Alabama is rough, especially in Mobile. A lot of racism. Santa and I would actually be welcome to a Klan rally. We would be the honored guests, but not sure if we would make it home." What the hell?
Okay. Just say roll.
See, I wasn't even going that far with Alabama.
That's a little far, man.
I was just doing the reading joke. Maybe a cousin fucking joke here and there, but outside of that.
We were talking about Mississippi. We already know how that goes.
Oh, yeah. Nick Rummel says, "Nah, I'll pass." I think that's for the looking up a Goku fight.
Nah, he ain't say that. He ain't disrespecting Goku like that. He know better. But nah, man, like that. And speaking of this, just even looking at that fight though, it's such a really fun fight in general. Obviously, it's long, but it's just a really cool fight. But I want to say this about Goku, and it's the one thing that the way Americans and like Japanese depict Goku is so different. Because like when you look at Dragon Ball Z, it's a lot of things why a lot of Americans don't like Dragon Ball Super's Goku, because they made him like Goku has always been one of those guys who he doesn't come across like this super intelligent guy, but when it comes to fighting, he's a genius. He's like Goku can see him move. Like I love the fight he had against Pikkon, and he see like Pikkon does his ultimate move. Goku sees it one time, and then after that, Goku was able to counter it completely, and he even told Pikkon, he's like, "Bro, you used the move twice. That was your biggest mistake. Like you can't like if he even with the Kamehameha, he saw Master Roshi briefly do it, And then Master Roshi was like, yeah, it takes like 50 years to learn this, so you're not going to learn it no time soon. And Goku just instantly does it just by seeing it. Like, Goku is a genius, and he could put together fights and all that, and it's amazing. But in Super, they made Goku like 10 times more dumber. Like, he still has the fighting genius to him, but they still made him like 10 times more dumber and way more selfish. Because, like, in America, they made Goku like this beacon of hope, somewhat like Superman, but not really Superman, but more of like he's just a good-hearted person, and like he would save the day because it's the right thing to do. Where in Goku and Dragon Ball Super, they made it where it was more of like he's saving the day just because it makes him stronger. Like there's this giant meme of like Goku put the whole universe in danger just because he wanted to fight. And that's literally what he did, because the Tournament of Power was like, if your team lose, your whole universe gets erased from history. And Goku is one of the reasons why that happened. Now, if you look deep into it, Zeno was always thinking of doing it, but Goku definitely pushed that button to make him do it. So they just made him way more selfish, where it's like, I want to fight to get stronger. Whatever happens don't matter. And I always felt, I hope, and the thing that sucks though, I want to say I hope they change that, but Toriyama came out and said it flat out. The way Americans depict Goku when Dragon Ball Z came out was never the way he really wanted Goku to pick. It's more of how Dragon Ball Super shows him. I just think that kind of sucks a little bit.
Gotcha. Yeah, a little bit. Nick says that he's not a Dragon Ball Z fan. He finds it a little boring. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, it is what it is. Can't please everybody. I know that. So I know in the anime, I know you were just talking about some like fighting and everything. I know Street Fighter has been. I don't know if did we talk about Street Fighter has been approved for a movie?
Yeah, we did talk about that.
Oh, we did talk about that. Okay.
Yeah,
I think there's been a few
Street
more.
Fighter 6, and I'm very excited for that. That was nice.
They, I think they approved like a or did something more. So the movie is moving forward, so they're definitely doing some more stuff. I don't have the stuff in front of me, but I know they got something else for that. But yeah, Vinyl Dragon says, "Bro, that made Goku a great value character in the United States."
I don't know if they made him a great value version. He's saying like the U.S. made him that way.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that. It's just, and I know you're gonna say, well, Toriyama obviously how he wants Goku to be shown is really because he's the creators. I get that, but they definitely. Here's the thing, like the reason why Dragon Ball this is not just a Dragon Ball fan saying this. This is actual fact. Dragon Ball is the #1 anime. Period. Like. There's not even a debate on that. Like, it's just factually proven that it just is. And what helped that is not just the Japanese people. I mean, Goku got his own day, so obviously, but still, it's not just like if Dragon Ball was just popular in Japan, it would be One Piece. Like, as much as and I know One Piece fans get angry about that, but it's true. One Piece is super popular in Japan, and it's not that popular anywhere else. Like, it got its fan base in America and all these places, but it's not, like, globally popular like Dragon Ball is. You can go to some random guy on the street and say Kamehameha, that motherfucker know what it is. Like, Dragon Ball, it has movies coming out in theaters. What anime you have doing that?
Not too many.
And then it doesn't stop. It's the numbers that they needed to hit. They'll put Goku or Vegeta's face on anything. Like Dragon Ball is just one of those things where it's just the #1 thing. What helped that is Goku's like how Goku was shown. Goku is one of the people. Me personally, Goku and Vegeta. I love taking like traits from those guys in the sense of Goku's willpower to never give up. I have that. Vegeta's arrogance and cockiness at times, I have that too. Like, that was cool, and I love that. That helped push Dragon Ball to that level. So if you just had Goku as the way he is in Super, I don't think Goku would be as loved if that was the version we got instantly. I just don't think.
Street food is good. Norm is in the house. He says, Goku Day. James, when are you going to sell some manga? And he also says, yeah, Kamehameha Highway is here in Hawaii. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. No, dude, yes.
Yeah, that's pretty
that's
dope.
what I'm saying.
Yo,
Like
I got a small beef with Norm though right now because he sold a Legend of Zelda 1 9.6 to someone else after teasing it to me. So I gotta say that you know what, fuck you, Norm. So because I wanted that Legend of Zelda #1. I've been looking for one for a couple of weeks now, and nobody has one as far as like local dealers go. I don't want to buy one online because that's silly. And then Norm's just like, oh, I got one. And then just because someone else in one of our group chats was like, I'm looking for a Legend of Zelda 1. Like, bitch, I've been looking for that for a couple weeks now. What the fuck? And he sells it to this dude. I'm like, all right, Norm. Okay.
I mean, I'm with you, but at the same time, he is saying Goku Day, so gotta represent. It's all good.
So
but
you gotta side with him because he's talking about Goku Day.
Yeah, it's Goku Day, bro. You got.
Okay.
But no, there's more I want to say about it, but we don't got time for all that. But we'll really get into some deep dive on another episode. But I do want to say this though, super quick.
Yeah.
Blade got fucking delayed.
Got delayed.
Not delayed. I should not say delayed. Its production got put on hold. And I just want to say,
there's a writer's strike going on right now.
I understand that, but this movie has been cursed. There has been so many issues with this movie that it's ridiculous.
I would rather it delayed than come out shitty. I know there's a writer's strike going on.
This movie's gonna be straight up ass.
Well, I mean, with the rate of what's been coming out, aside from I haven't seen Guardians yet. Guardians 3. Everything's going to be on hold right now. So Vinyl Dragon says Daredevil's also on hold. Everything's going to be on hold right now. There's a writer's strike going on. It's been going on for I think this is the third week. I'm just saying this movie's been cursed. Bro, that's what I mean by
because it has actually been delayed anyway beforehand. So it's just been.
Oh yeah, it's been delayed a few times. There's actually multiple Marvel projects that have been pushed back that we've talked about. Final Dragon says, bro, that's what I mean by great value. You are going to walk into Walmart, then see a big display of Goku cereal, Trapper Keepers shampoo, with his head on the bottle, gummy treat Goku shapes. What in the world? Nick says, did you hear about the original script they wrote, Super Woke? I think we talked about like something they were going to do with the original script, and then that's why the director walked out.
A Blade, right?
Yeah, Blade.
Yeah. Remember, because even the guy who's playing Blade was so disgusted with that script, he was telling them to fucking basically throw that shit away.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
So yeah, we definitely talked about that.
It literally had like 1 or 2 fight scenes for the whole fucking movie. That's just stupid.
They brought in a writer who was a writer on True Detective. Now I've watched True Detective season 1. I haven't seen anything else True Detective wise. I enjoyed True Detective season 1. I don't know if it's because I like Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey as actors though, or if it was like actually decent. A lot of people on the internet seem to like really love True Detective though, so it's like it was okay for me. It was all right, but what really carried it was the performances by Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. I was like, if it was other people, I don't know how I would have felt about the whole show in general. So. I don't know if it's a good thing that they're bringing this dude on to the writing staff, but it is obviously still being rewritten because they are bringing on writers. However, right now with the Writers Guild strike, it's we'll see how long that delay goes on. I feel like it's just pay them the fucking money that they want and let's move on. But whatever. Street Food is good says, who needs those writers? Just follow the comic storyline exactly. Don't deviate from it. I mean, you would think.
You would think. You really would think. What Rob got?
Rob's got Adam Driver and Margot Robbie cast for the FF movie. Heavy rumors that the Thing is going to be a female. No, that's actually not correct. That was a internet spoof. Blade confirmed to be rated R. That's kind of cool. So Adam Driver, yes, this is all still rumors.
Yes.
So you say Adam Driver, Margot Robbie cast as FF for the FF movie. It's still nothing has been officially released. However, a lot of credible sources have said that Adam Driver is going to be Reed.
Yeah.
Dave who we think about or from PetSmart is probably like jizzing in his pants about that fact because he had such a boner for Adam Driver. It's ridiculous. But me, I'm not so excited. He's got a weird face, bro.
I'm at that wait to see thing because I said it before. I'm not excited about Marvel movies anymore. Guardians was alright, but I'm not excited about Marvel movies anymore. And I'm just gonna wait and see that thing. I was like, there's no way the thing because they even had a girl from that '70s show.
Mila Kunis is what they were saying. Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, Mila Kunis is gorgeous. Love Mila Kunis. Awesome. She's funny. Yeah. She's great. Cool. Adam Krisher is a lucky man to have her. Cool. But if she would have been cast for the thing, hands down, I'm telling you straight up, I was done with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I was done with that shit. But come on, that wasn't.
I'm pretty sure it was a huge troll, and it's not actually something that was going to happen.
She could. I do think we probably will see her in some type of role in the MCU if she really wants to be in there. I wouldn't be shocked on that, like seeing her in some role. But I damn sure don't think it's going to be the Thing. I don't think the Thing's going to be a female. I mean, that's just that's dumbest.
Why all of a sudden
come up with?
Why all of a sudden I want to fuck the Thing? This is crazy. we gonna turn its clobbering time to its smashing time, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Smashing time indeed, bro.
It's smashing time. Mila Kunis says the Thing, bro. We fucking for sure, son. I don't care. Call me Alicia. I don't give a fuck what happened. It's happening, bro. Yeah, but Adam Driver, it's like whatever. Margot Robbie, of course, as Sue. I'm with Namor. I definitely want to bang her out too. You know what I mean? So I'm good with Margot Robbie as Sue. Adam Driver, though, he just got a weird face. For me, it's just the face is weird with Adam Driver. So I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I know he's done some like other movies and indie stuff, and apparently he's very funny and a great actor. And I believe you. But for me, I just can't get past his big ass mouth and that weird face. He's got like his face is too wide. It's like he needs to go on a face diet. He needs to slim down the face. It's weird, dude. Like I don't know what it is, bro. I can't describe it. I don't know if it's like the haircut's not doing him any favors, but like his face he's got like the hammerhead shark face. I don't know what's going on, bro. His face is just way too wide.
Damn.
You know what I mean? That's how I feel. Guardians. Vinyl Dragon says Guardians was super good, except Adam Warlock. I have huge issues with his character in the film. Spoilers. It was shit. Nicholas Crummell.
We'll definitely be talking about that next week more than likely. You're gonna see it this week, James?
Yeah. I gotta go to see it. I didn't see it opening weekend. I usually don't. So I didn't see it opening weekend. Nicholas Rumble says Thing as a female is a bad rumor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just a troll.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Street Food is good says have the AI write it. Yeah, with the AI stuff, we got to go into that on another episode about artificial intelligence writing because some of that shit is crazy. What this stuff be coming out with.
Yeah.
Thing as female kills the movie. It's not happening, Rob. It's gonna be okay. Vinyl Dragon says so. Why they trying to have the premiere for Blade in Alabama? Jesus Christ. Nick Rummel says Driver is better than Kalinske. I think he means Krasinski. I don't know, dude. Because I think Krasinski. Look, I'm biased because I'm a huge Office fan. I will admit that right now. I am a big fan of The Office, so I'm a little bit biased on that. I think that John Krasinski actually kind of looks like Reed Richards, just naturally. Is he like the greatest actor of all time? No, he's not. But I think he could have pulled it off. I don't know. I'm just not a Driver fan, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I'm definitely gotta give it a shot because I'll say it like this. If he's it, let it get time, get this movie going. Because I'll be the first to say when we had the Twilight dude casted as Batman. I mean, one of the biggest thing on that. I didn't think he was gonna do. I wasn't a fan of that. But he did a good job. He did an excellent job.
I do remember standing up for Pattinson when he was cast.
You know what? Let's see. Let's at least see. We still got some time for this movie coming out anyway. So maybe he'll slim down his face for you and get a done haircut, look like the thing. Like, well, not the thing, because we need him as Reed. Look like Reed, and then it'd be good to
go. Nick says, I want the dude that played High Evolutionary to replace Kang from here on out. I can't weigh on that because I haven't seen the movie yet, but yeah, I don't know what's going on with the whole Kang situation. We'll have to. We're still waiting to see how Marvel reacts to that. Yeah, Rob says
still coming in whether he's going to be it or not. It's just ridiculous at this point.
Rob says Kevin Feige is on record for wanting to gender swap the Fantastic Four.
Has he actually said that?
That's what Rob says. I don't know.
Damn, that's stupid. But then again, Kevin Feige's done so many stupid things. I wouldn't be shocked at all.
It's only the team that started it all. Has comic documentation for the last 60 years. It's okay.
The actual Marvel's first fucking family. That's not that important.
It's not. They're probably not anyone out there that's attached to them.
No, not at all. Come on.
Vinyl Dragon says that guy who likes Madam Driver was saying if anybody has ever had their shit pushed in. Nicholas Rummel says Pattinson is a good actor. Yeah, that's why I did defend Pattinson when he got cast as Batman. That he was a really, really good actor.
You did.
But it was still a questionable choice for Batman. Yeah, it was it was still okay, that's weird. But I do remember standing behind Pattinson.
You did.
Robert Christensen said the High Evolutionary was a far more compelling villain than Kang was in Ant-Man. Okay, all right. Well, that's positive and gets me looking forward to it. I don't know how you feel about that, Chris.
I'm gonna say he definitely has some very interesting moments, and I want you to see it. And I'm gonna definitely say he has some interesting moments for sure. He definitely was a good villain. Marvel's on a good job in a lot of ways with some of their latest villains, but it was okay. That was that. Not terrible. I'm gonna say that's not a terrible take. I'm gonna definitely say that.
Okay. Vinyl Dragon says Michael Keaton received huge backlash when he was cast as Batman. Vinyl Dragon remembers this back in 1989 too. He was there when it happened.
I knew you were gonna. I knew you were gonna make some type of old joke, some way, some form. I knew it.
I'm just fucking with Vinyl Dragon. It's our ongoing joke that he's like the oldest dude. So I had to do it. But
you're the one with the birthdays here,
I know, right? We're getting old, but shit. I feel like everyone who is cast as Batman is going to receive some backlash. You know what I mean? Like Christian Bale wasn't received well. Heath Ledger fucking wasn't received well when he was cast.
He definitely wasn't received well as Joker because everybody was talking about Brokeback Mountain and all this other shit. Why are you putting it? And look what he did. So that's true there.
So that is true. That is true. So you know what? You're right. I should give Adam Driver a chance. Maybe it's because he was in Star Wars. Right. Maybe if he wasn't in Star Wars, I would just be like, okay, cool. Let's see what happens. But and also
that's
maybe
with me because old boy was in Twilight.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, we'll just have to see what happens there. Vinyl Dragon saying High Evolutionary was really good, and he could quickly go get it when he needed to in the movie. This motherfucker, I know where you live, says Vinyl Dragon. Shit. Yeah, so we're gonna go see. I'm gonna go see it at some point between now and next Tuesday. I'm not sure exactly when. I need to figure that out, but I just didn't want to go opening weekend just because I hate going to movies on opening weekend. Right. So we'll just see. Final Dragon Driver his king hair meh. Though I liked him 65 million. I have no idea what that got. I feel like you're having a stroke over there, Vinyl Dragon. I cannot comprehend what you just said there. Rob says, "Shit, I graduated high school in 1989." Okay, all right. Enough of us all feeling old. Okay, I don't want any of us to feel old. Okay, this is a safe place except for Vinyl Dragon.
Safe place. That's right. This is a safe place.
So
It is.
we appreciate y'all hanging out. If you
Yep.
don't mind hitting that like button for us,
Smash
it makes us feel happy. Okay,
It does.
And
It makes it puts warmness in our tum tums.
That's right. And we'll catch y'all next Tuesday. We will be here at 9 p.m. next Tuesday with plenty more to talk about, and we'll get into the Guardians movie too, because that'll be enough time as well to go into spoilers.
Yeah, we'll be able to go full spoiler on that.
Full spoilers. So we'll talk about Guardians next week and anything else that's going on, and we'll hope to catch you. As always, stay villainous and
fuck the Fantastic Four.